At long last, it is time to unbox the Nokia Lumia 920, previously the flagship Windows phone until the HTC 8X came out. But this guy is still, from what I hear, a very good phone and a good value at $99 with contract. We actually had to have Microsoft FedEx us one, so we don't have like a box, but I'm sure there's some kind of box in here. Oh boy. I've been looking forward to this phone, actually. Yay. Alrighty. I wonder what color we got. I'm not going to cheat. I'm just going to open it and see. Oh, we got black. Wah wah. You guys, this is a giant brick of a phone. It is so heavy, I cannot believe it. Wow. All right, but before we end, look, texting and driving, it can wait. I'm all over this campaign of AT&T's. Let's see what else we have in the box. We have, oh look, I like this. They're actually telling me that it's the SIM door key with a little sign, and it's Nokia branded. Let's see what else we have down here. We have, oh, it looks like we have our own NFC tag. Also nice with a little explainer about what NFC is. They're trying to make this beginner friendly, which I think is actually quite smart. We have a pretty good how-to on programming your own NFC tags from Always On with Sharon Vaknin. You want to check that out. We have our product and safety information here. Our power brick, which is actually kind of big, although not that surprising since the phone itself is kind of big. Very short little charging cable, and that will do it for the box. Let's have a look at this phone. Now, I've heard that this phone is pretty big, but dudes, it's so fat and beefy. And once again, continuing our beginner-friendly theme, we've got stickers all over the back telling us what the various ports are and the various buttons. I gotta say, I am kind of loving this. I was loving it until I thought it was like a real sticker. Pretty sticky. Got the camera front and center. It's a pretty highly touted camera, 8.7 megapixels with a Carl Zeiss lens. And I kind of like the orientation of the camera right here. It says you can get right to taking pictures. I'm going to turn it on and go through some setup here. While we wait for it to come on, let's do some specs. The Nokia Lumia 920 has a 4.5-inch LCD display with a 1280 by 768 pixel resolution. That is full HD. I don't usually talk about the size and weight of a phone, but in this case, I think it's relevant to know that it weighs 6.5 ounces. It's a little bit of a brick. It's powered by a 1.5 gigahertz Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 dual-core processor with just 1 gig of onboard RAM. So it'll be fast, but not blazing fast. The screen is covered in Gorilla Glass that the company says is scratch resistant. It does support 4G LTE, and of course it runs Windows Phone OS 8. The camera is 8.7 megapixels. It has a Carl Zeiss lens and a flash, and it can record 1080p video. It's an impressive camera, although some of our reviewers found that the photos aren't as good as you might expect. There's a 1 megapixel front-facing camera, which I find a little disappointing. In terms of connectors, you have micro USB for charging and data and a 3.5 millimeter universal audio connector. There's also micro USB 2.0 on board. Unfortunately, no HDMI support. The battery is a somewhat wimpy 2,000 milliamps. Now, Nokia says that will give you 9 hours of talk time, but our testing has found quite a bit less than that. You don't have to live in the cloud with this phone. There are 32 gigs of onboard storage, and it starts at just $99 with a new contract, and it's only $449 unlocked. The Nokia Lumia 920 is a pretty serious phone. It is big, it is beefy. It's got the specs to back it up, though, and at $99, I actually think this is a great way to get into the Windows mobile operating system. It's pretty fun to use.